Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we are doing a reorganize my binder with me video. As you guys can see, I went all in on meowcafe recently. I mean, if you follow my collection, I have a bunch of meowcafe binders already, but one day, I should have filmed this whole process, but I just had a realization the other day that I wanted to revamp a lot of my just regular white binders that I have, just office binders. And I realized a lot of my collections could go in some meowcafe binders. So I bought a bunch of binders. We're gonna go through all the things I bought first. And then I believe this will be a two-part video because I think it's gonna be a little long because we're gonna be setting up for things as well. But we're going to be putting all of my collections in these new binders. I'm so excited. Please ignore my voice. I am recovering from a cold, but I'm doing fine, everyone. So we are going to be able to do this video. I'm so excited. Let's go ahead and just go through an overview of what I bought. Okay, so for the bigger binders I bought, I got two A4 wide binders. The first one is just another white A4 wide binder that is for the Boyz OT11 collection. Of course, they were having a sale, meowcafe, if you guys didn't know, was having a really big sale. And I think they're revamping, they're going to release some new products, which I guess I'm intrigued to see what those will be. But anyway, this was on sale, or it was buy one, get one 70% off. So anyway, I just knew I would need another The Boyz A4 extra wide binder, so I just bought another one. And then this here is one of my new revamping things I'm going to do. This binder is their A4 wide, but it's the soft binder. I will say, unfortunately, it did get pretty warped in shipping because it's not as hard a material as their other binders, I think. And since this is so large and long. But anyway, I feel maybe once pages and PCs are in here, it might be a little better. But anyway, this is what I'm going to put my 17 OT13 group, full group sets that I have. And then I'll just be taking out Wonu and just putting him in his own binder, which we will also do in part of this resetting up, reorganizing series. So yes, but this is the other larger binder I got. And then for A4 standard binders, I actually already had this white binder. I originally bought it to collect bigger inclusions for Sangyeon, which I will still do eventually. But I had another idea for this binder for now. And since I'm focusing on my OT11 PC collection right now, I decided to use this for that. So this is now going to be my Stray Kids OT8 sets that I have of merch, things like that. And then I got two of the purple lilac A4 wide. One is a 2-inch and one is a 1.5 inch. The 1.5 inch is for my twice OT9 sets. And then to match the rest of my 17 collection, this is going to be for the just miscellaneous 17 cards that I have, because if you guys don't know, I have Wonu in this lilac A5 binder. I also bought another A5 binder. This is the 2-inch and this is the 1.5 inch, I think. Wonu is going to be expanded a little bit as well. Since he's enlisted in the military, I will have time now. But then that means that all of my 17 collections will be in this color binder, which I think is really fun. So that is it for the A4s. I showed you a little A5, but we'll get to the A5s next. And then for A5 wide binders, I got 4 new ones. So I got 2 of these black ones. These were the only ones that don't have the cat pin. They were a little cheaper. And this was the only of the black A5 wide they still had. And I'm fine. I don't really care about the cat's little icon, to be honest. So it's fine with me. But in here, so if you guys know, my 80s collection, my Usan collection is in black meowcafe binders. And so I decided to put my 80s OT8 or the other 6 members that I have in this binder. I have a few sets, but also just their other cards. And then in here, I am going to put my male soloists collection. So my B.I. Woods, Yugyum, JB slash Got7 is going to all be in here, which I feel like is going to be perfect. This, I'm so excited to try out. These binders only come in the size I just showed you for the 17 OT13, and then this size, which is just a 1 inch, which isn't very big. I don't have a lot of collections that can fit in 1 inches, but it's like their softer, like Galaxy, I think they called it. I forget, Sparkle, I forget what they called it. But, and I kind of wanted it to be green, but they didn't have green. But anyway, this is going to be my Jungwon collection, because right now Jungwon is just in an A4, and I kind of thought he would do okay in an A5 wide, and I don't have, like, his collection isn't, like, gigantic, so I feel like it will fit in here. And Sarah Beckian on YouTube puts their collections in these binders, and they collect Sunghoons, so I think I'll be able to do it. And then this, I guess right now would be too big for this collection, given what I just talked about with Jungwon, but I got this green one for yeonjun. So now this is going to be my yeonjun collection in here. So that again also is right now in an A4, so we're going to be transferring that over. I think definitely my miscellaneous TXT cards can also go in here. And if my miscellaneous and Hypen cards don't go in here, I think I can just put them in the back of yeonjun and it would be fine. So, and then finally we have the regular A5 size. We have a black one, a lilac one, and a pink one. This lilac one is going to be my Jungkook from BTS collection for obvious reasons, because his collection, again, is in an A4, and I feel like just the A5 kind of works better. I don't have, like, a ton of cards for him, and I have some miscellaneous BTS cards, but, like, they would all definitely fit in this binder. So we're going to put that in there. And then these last two, very exciting. I'm going to put my miscellaneous boy group and miscellaneous girl group PCs in these two binders. They're both, oh, I forgot about this. They're both, I think this is a 1 inch, sorry, 1.5 inch. So I think all the PCs would do fine in these two binders. So that is all of the binders that I got. And then in terms of supplies, I got some more colored sleeves, because if you guys didn't see my last storing photo cards video, I'm starting to like double side some of my miscellaneous cards to keep them with their collections. We'll see how I like it, but for now, this will be for, you know, the BTS collection, like the purple things I just showed you guys. And this is going to be for my ATEEZ ones. And then I just got a bunch of sleeves. I got literally so many A5 standard premium pages. I think I like get really scared that I'm going to run out of meowcafe sleeves. So every time I go on there, I just buy more sleeves. So, I mean, this should definitely be fine. What I actually should have bought more of are the A5 extra wide, like, standard pockets. I think I'll have enough for now, but, like, I should have got more of those, but I don't know why I didn't do that. We have some extra backboards. A bunch of the binders came with backboards, but, like, I have another one here. I think this is for, yeah, the two bigger ones I got. And then also I got a bunch of, obviously, the extra wide A4 because, you know, the boys are in here, and then now we're also going to put the 17 OT13 collection in that binder. So we will at least use some of these, and then we will have a lot extra. So yeah, that's all the supplies I got, everyone. I think for today, I'm going to do the Hybe group binders and the miscellaneous groups, miscellaneous girl and boy group binders. But yes, so why don't we go ahead and get into the Hybe binders first? Okay, so right now, this binder, this is a freaking gigantic stuffed binder. And the only reason for that is I started to partially reorganize this like off camera, and then I was like, what am I doing? I should be filming a video for this. So I basically had individual A4 binders for Yeonjun, Jungwon, and for Jungkook. And then when I was like trying to figure things out, I just shoved everything from all those three groups, including the miscellaneous cards, into this binder, which obviously was just temporary. So now we're going to change that. I have some like miscellaneous things that we'll just have to put somewhere. All of my bigger inclusions for now are going to be going in like bigger inclusion binders, and we'll have to figure that out at a later date. But we're going to go ahead and take out, since he's at the front, we'll take out my Jungkook cards first. I'm like not missing, you know, like too many Jungkook cards. It's just that His cards are not cheap, and I always am confused why, because I know that he's a popular member of BTS, but also, like, we know how many ARMYs there are in the world. Like, there are so many people who buy these albums. I just, like, cannot imagine how these cards could be expensive. But they're kind of expensive, and I really should finish him before he comes back from the military. Like, that is my goal. So if that's true, my next Neokyo haul, I have one that's basically done right now, so not that one. But my next one, like, to be honest, needs to be Jungkook. I just, like, I must. There's, like, no other way that I can say that. I literally need to get those cards if I want to finish in time for him coming back, which I, like, kind of do, so. But I also am a little bit scarred because I've only gotten scammed from, like, a few cards on Mercari Japan, but 2 of them, of, like, the 4, have been Jungkook cards, and so I just get nervous now buying cards, and in the US, it's just more expensive. Although, like I said, in Japan, it's also kind of expensive, so, you know, I don't really know what to do about that. But yeah, I would love to, like, again, BTS don't have that many cards. I really wonder what it's gonna be like for their, their upcoming album. I saw today, my friend texted me when I was at work, and they were like, Jin is going on tour. And I was like, sorry, what? Yeah, so I guess they're just shipping everyone. I don't know why I have, like, Jungwon here, but then the rest of BTS here. I think I was just shoving stuff in here. Okay, these are my extra BTS cards, so hopefully they'll be able to fit in the back of that other binder. Yeah, so anyway, Jin is going on tour, which is crazy. And then I guess by the time he's done with that tour... Oh no, Jungkook doesn't come back. No, wait. I keep forgetting. I keep picturing he's like the Monsta X guys that are coming back in May. But Jungkook comes back like a little later, doesn't he? Or am I wrong? Oh my god, someone needs to tell me. I'll look it up later, but if you want to tell me, definitely let me know in the comments. Yeah, so you have all these like miscellaneous cards, and I was trying to make them look cute on these pages, but then I kind of was like, I don't know if they look that cute, so... And we'll have to make sure, we'll have to see if these can all, you know, fit in those 4 pocket pages. It's always kind of a Tetris game when you're moving your collections from like an A4 to an A5 or to a wide or like vice versa, because it always changes everything around. And we'll see if I need to like take like this Jungkook card, for example, and put it with his cards. That might be, remind me to do that, guys. If I don't do it, remind me to do it. Anyway, Jin's going on tour. Like, that's crazy. I kind of was like, are people going to be able to go on tour with every individual member of BTS while the other members are in the military? But I guess we're almost done now with the military anyway. And I'm sure, like, I know ARMYs would definitely show up. So I didn't go to see J-Hope because... yeah, I was on like a weekday in New York, and that's the closest stop. Like, it's not hard for me to get to New York, but I was then gonna go for UGAM like the next weekend. So I was like, I don't know. It did seem amazing though. And my mom is like, J-Hope is my mom's alt bias in K-pop. So obviously I would have gone with her. Like, I went to Hobie Palooza with her and it was so fun, but she was going on a trip, so she actually couldn't go. So then I was like, all right, well, if my mom can't go, then I will not go. But I had a friend who went. They said it was amazing. Yeah, so it looked so good. But yeah, I literally was so shocked that Jin was going on tour. I can't believe that's just so... I don't know why I'm surprised by that, but aren't you guys kind of surprised? I was like, wow, okay, Jin. But anyway, okay. I think that's it for BTS, because like, I have bigger BTS inclusions, but obviously, again, we're not going to put those away right now. So for now, let's leave this binder. We'll have to come back. This is like I put this in here. It's not really a freebie though. It's like, yeah, this is from You Never Walk Alone. So let's see if I can put that somewhere. Okay, so let's move this for now. All right, so our purple A5 binder for Jungkook, obviously for Borahae. So let's get some pages. This is a 25 pack, so I think I'm just gonna put this whole thing in here, and then we can see. I wish meowcafe did like dividers in their binders, because that would be very nice. That would like work well, I mean, for a lot of collections. But all right, let's go ahead and put these Jungkook cards away. Let's see if I can just start to put them in, and then if I need to, like, obviously all of the Love Yourself eras and stuff will have 4 cards, so hopefully I can make it so they are on their own page. And you know what? While I'm at it, let me just go and get my template. Okay, so here's my Jungkook template. Yes, I'm just gonna put this over here so it doesn't mess with the lighting on screen too much. But yes, we need his Dark and Wild card. And then HYH, yeah, just had that, like, I'll need to get a few, like, you know, bigger inclusion, like maybe just for his, you know, his bigger inclusions that aren't going to be like his HYH one and his Young Forever and Wings, like Polaroids. But anyway, okay, then we have HYH 2. Oh my God, how did you just slide? And I just adjusted you. Yeah, but then see, we have You Never Walk Alone, and then it goes right into Love Yourself. Okay, I think we have You Never Walk Alone. And then why don't we just put this group card in there? And then I guess, guys, this is like not, but I can't have the personas not be on their own page. Like, obviously they need to be on their own page. So we're just gonna have to leave that spot there. And then personas. I just said personas. The Love Yourselves. Hello? Okay. So the only reason I'm missing this card is because this is one of the cards that I looked at once I stored it. And I was like, it's fake. Like, I literally looked at it and I was like, hold on, this card is not real. And I was so upset. So I still am missing this card. Okay, but we have her, then we have Tear. Tear is my favorite BTS album. The emo vibes. I love the emo vibes. So this, I think I only have this card, and then we need all of the other Tear cards. Yeah, like I was browsing on Meowcafe like a few months ago to try to do research on like how much it would cost me to finish all of my collections, which was fun to browse, not fun to add up how much it would cost, but I actually am done with Answer though. But yeah, I was like hoping I could find some sets for, you know, those last few Jungkook cards, but it really was not looking like that. And I was sad about that news, but there are, you know, Prism Platinum does have those. Sorry, I'm thinking back to this again because this is annoying me. Well, no, you know how they have those, like, I think their binders are bigger than these though. They have space for like a postcard and like a photo card. But I don't think the Polaroids that BTS have would also fit with like these 2 photo cards, right? I don't think so. I know I could get a Prism I have nothing against Prism Platinum binders when I look at other people and their Prism Platinum binders, but I don't know. I was talking about this with one of my friends the other day, and I was like, something about the box, and they brought up a good point. They were like, the box like protects the pages more, and I was like, you know what? You're definitely right. But something about my stuff in boxes, I don't know. It just doesn't like, something about it. It's like, I like these kind of binders more, although never say never, because I used to not even like A5 binders, and obviously look how many A5 binders I have now, so. But I know like BTS collection stuff would obviously do best in, is that the right order? It looks weird. It's not the right order. Yeah, okay. Yeah, BTS, obviously, because Prism Platinum was like designed for Hybe collecting, but their stuff does fit well in those binders. But see, like that still looks weird, but I guess it is right. This PC is throwing me off. Now I'm looking at the, maybe they're okay. I'm like so scarred because guys, look, sorry to go on a tangent, but speaking of how I got scammed out of a few cards in my collecting BTS era, I got scammed out of, you guys saw me store these cards away? Yeah, all these cards. These are all fake cards. These are all fake. Like if you, I think that one of my unit cards might be real, but now I'm like scarred from it, so I'm just not going to collect them anymore. This one, the top is obviously not right. It's not centered. It's not the same material as the normal unit cards. And all of the coloring is off on these cards. Like these are all wrong. Like this coloring, this is not real. And you see how the top is like, I don't know if you can tell on the top of this blue card how it's like slightly off edge. Now I'm looking at this Jungkook card. Well, first of all, let me finish this. It's so freaking depressing. Like these are all fake. So I'm literally not done with Giant at all. I thought I was completely done with Giant. I'm back to square one. So that's really upsetting. I was like very mad I was very glad someone told me, but I was very mad that that was the case. But now I'm looking at this card. See the top? Is that supposed to be real? Can an army help me, please? I'm like really concerned that a lot of my PCs are not real anymore. But anyway, let's just move on for now and we'll come back to that later. So now we're obviously at Mott 7. And then we go into Butter. I guess the message card will just have to go on the back. Because we have, that's a Weverse card. Where is his actual? Okay, there we go. So we have like the 2 Butter cards, and then we have 2 like Weverse Pobs or something that I bought because obviously he looked so cute in them. Yeah, I guess for now we're just gonna put this one on the back. And then, yeah, I'm still missing the essential version from Proof. Oh, whoops, B has to go first. We have our 2 B cards. And then actually, this is gonna be perfect, although it will end on a weird ending page again, but I think we'll just have to deal with it. But let me grab, because we have that, like I said earlier, I was like, I might have to store this Jungkook card with the other BTS cards, this one. I need to re-sleeve this quickly. So I'm missing the B essential version, and then I guess I'll just have it go into, unless I put this, no. We'll leave that message card there. We'll do B essential. Then we'll do this like OT card. Then we'll do the 2 Proof cards. And then I think I just have these 2 like extra cards, which I think I might just put here, because then we would be able to start fresh on a new page whenever we have their comeback. And then we have all of his golden cards, obviously. So I like don't even know anymore. I don't even remember anymore which ones are the regular album cards anymore, because I just like combined all of the, okay, well, this is Weverse. I guess we'll do, I think this is like kind of right. We'll do these cards on their own page first. Doesn't really matter to me if they're not in order, because as long as they're all in here. This era feels so long ago. Yeah, wow. Okay, and then we have like some Weverse like think this might be another album card, but it has I don't even know, it has a border, so I'll put it back here. And then we have some like lucky draws. I joined a group order for these. So these are so cute. I don't know why I'm showing you guys like you've never seen them before. But we have that. Okay, nice. And the last thing we have are all of these like concept cards. So one of the backs is a clear card. It's another Weverse one. So obviously we'll again be missing one. I know he had a, one of these is the LP card, right? Because I got the LP. It was this one. I'm not sure. Anyway, I have his like Target and Barnes & Noble for sure. And then I don't even know what all these other cards are. Guys, it's been so long since I put these cards away. But let's go ahead and put these in here. It's like either I can just leave a white spot or I can actually go and try to find one more concept card to fit at the end here. I don't know if I would do that though. So, like I gotta finish his like regular album cards first. We'll do this. What does this look like if it's not in the clear sleeve? Okay, it looks weird. It needs to be in the white sleeve, I mean. Okay. Okay, that's not like terrible. I'd rather it be ending on one page, but that's okay. All right, so next we're gonna put away just all of my miscellaneous cards and I'm going to double side these. But first, why don't we do... Oh, wait, here's a group card. A B group card. Would that help me in... No, it wouldn't because I put those there. Okay, never mind. Another group card. I'm just looking at another group card. Let's just see if I can... Is there any other... Okay, that's like... Just looking at my other cards to see a group card. Great. To see if I can separate like and organize these a little bit. These are all of the, yeah, those B cards, the proof cards. Okay, so we're gonna do their solos first, I think. So I have this in age order. So I think I will double side the solo cards for now. Let's see what happens when I do that. And in theory, it'd be fun to purple sleeve these, but these are standard size pages. So meowcafe doesn't have a lot of standard size colored sleeves, which is unfortunate because I would have bought some if they had, but okay, let's just do that for now. And then we have Yoongi next. And right now I only have 2 cards for Yoongi, so we'll just put these 2 in here. J-Hope, I know I have 6, so we'll have to, again, double side. Oh, the backs are so cool. It's kind of a shame to double side, but I think I am going to do it for now. I wonder what would happen. Should I like... What would happen if should I white sleeve these? That's what I started doing, like white sleeve the front PC. That's what I started doing in a few of my other collections, and it did look a little cleaner. So let's see. Why don't I try to do that? Because then if this is on the back, it's not going to be, like, you won't be able to see it through there. Okay, hold on. Okay, let's try that for now, and let's just see. I probably will do that then for all their other cards. So I'm gonna need more white sleeves. but let's see. In theory, it'd be fun to like go back and, you know, I could like fill in this Yoongi page or something, but I don't know if I don't know. I don't know if I'll be doing that right now. That sounds like a fun goal, but there are so many other things we need to work on right now, so. Okay, so next we have Namjoon. He has I have 3 cards of his. We have this one indigo card and 2 of his right place, wrong person. And then next we have Jimin. I think I have 6 cards for Jimin as well. Because you get a lot of face cards in your albums, which was nice. And then I have a Muse card, and then one of these is the Target exclusive card, which I don't remember which one it was, but oh wait, 2 of these can stay in their these 2 can stay in their popcorn sleeves. Sorry, Jimin, I forgot. Okay. Okay, and last is Tae, who, yeah, as we know, has 5 cards in each version. So let's sleeve 4 of these. Yeah, because I usually just buy, besides Jungkook, who obviously I bought all 3 versions for all the other members, I just buy a copy of each, just one version. So yeah, that's why I only have like, you know, this amount of cards. But right now, I'm pleased with that. I think it's good. So, okay, we will need more pages, but that's it for like group and then solo, or Jungkook and then solo activities. I did just have a thought. Not me going back to this stupid set of white pages again. But I have this group card and this group card. So I feel like, hold on. Because, like, we have You Never Walk Alone. This... Oh, okay, I guess I intentionally put it in a popcorn sleeve. That's fine. You Never Walk Alone. But then we have this Dark and Wild group card. Is that, like, still weird? Is that still weird? I don't know, guys. Let me know. I know it's my collection, so in theory... it can be whatever, but is that weird? I just feel like then it fills up the pages more, you know? Let's leave it like that for now. Okay, so then at the back here, we just have all of our extra cards. So we just, yeah, this is an album order. So let's go ahead and I will speed through this for you guys. All right, everyone. So that is the Jungkook collection. Let's do a quick flip through. So here we have just the Jungkook cards. And then we start our other members' solo releases, all on their own pages, which I think is kind of cute. And then we start all of our extra cards, which is just double-sided here. Fit pretty well. I put this, like, I have this memories thing right here, which, like, doesn't have to go here at all. Like, I can just put it back in the memories, but I don't know. Do I think it's ugly? Is it gonna mess up my PCs? Let's see. Okay, so for now, oh my god, it's perfect. There's enough room in here. So for later, we'll need to do something with this Jungkook, like his bigger inclusions, but that will be, yeah, a much later date Meg thing to do. But first binder is all done. So we're back in this binder. So now we gotta do, well, I guess let's do Jungwon next. So for Mr. Jungwon, I actually, while we're doing this, everyone, I need to have a think about something, because as you guys can see, I, for the earlier eras, collected Jungwon just like 3 cards per release, usually the like more selfie cards. I don't really collect the like concept or like farther away cards for him. But then obviously when I was thinking about expanding this collection, I thought, well, obviously, you know, this might be a chance if everything's going to be in this like 6 pattern layouts anyway. You know, maybe some of the collections I could expand some of them. So I tentatively made a template and I posted it on my wish list tag. I already had one person reach out to me to offer to trade for one of his cards. So I was like, all right, well, I guess I'll take that card. But I don't know, I'm conflicted because I was so like relaxed that I had finished like, to me, like finished Jungwon, and I was just able to, like, he's all done. I can focus on my other collections while, and Hypen is right now at Coachella, which I watched their Coachella stage last weekend. I'm going to watch the other stage this weekend. I'm super excited, but they'll also go on tour, although the tour, since it's in the summer, actually, they probably will make a comeback before then. Which even more reason to not expand his collection. But I don't know. I was like, well, maybe I will just want to have, you know, it's been years. The reason I didn't want to have a full collection at the beginning was it was so difficult to collect Jungwon at the beginning. Not to say it's easier now, obviously. Like, I think Hype Group's PCs are just like slightly overpriced regardless almost of who the group is, because obviously I collect a bunch of those groups from that company. So, but I think it might be a little bit easier now to get, you know, like for example, his earlier cards. So yeah, these are like the extra cards I kept of his that are like not selfie cards, and we're gonna see if we can put some of those away. And then where are my other, yeah, my other Hypen cards? Because I just like cannot. Oh yeah, this Lenti of Jungwon I have as well. I'm not gonna collect the Lentis for sure, but I might just store it with his stuff. Because like I cannot handle those Lentis at all. They are too much to me. But yeah, I obviously have to keep all these cards. So even though I could probably put some of these up for trade, I have sold a few already, and like that was already me. Like, I love these cards. I just like, oh, I love Hypen, man. I have been, this is not like a flex because this was a lot of people, but I have been standing them like since Island. Like during COVID, I remember watching Island in my old apartment on my small little TV, and I was so excited because I like knew basically nothing about K-pop, so I was like, oh my god, this is so fun. And now like look at them, just like, oh my gosh, it's so crazy. I was watching them on that Coachella stage and I was like, this is actually crazy that they have just, like, they're so famous now. Like, they're so famous. It's wild. I'm going to try to put my extra jungwon cards with his stuff now as well. But just, like, yeah, like, this merch set, like, I remember buying this merch set because it was, like, the first thing they ever released. And I still wear that shirt, like, all the time. Did I get something else? I definitely got a shirt, and then I forget if I got anything else. But anyway, just, like, I'm so proud of them. Here are all my random Jake cards that I have. And then group cards. Okay, so again, we will be back to this binder to get Yeonjun later, but so yeah, here's my updated Jungwon template. In case anyone has any of these cards. The thing I won't be collecting are the lenties from Border Carnival. And then these I know I love Jungwon so much, but I do not like the concept of this second version of this, or the third version of this album. Like, what are these outfits? I just think it's so ugly. Like, he looks cute, but these outfits, and they were kind of messing up the, let's see if I planned it out correctly, but I think they weren't really going to fit in the layout, even in a 6 pattern. So I was like, let's just ignore it for now. Yeah, totally never got his Weavers for Orange Blood. I don't know why I didn't do that. Also did not get his engine version PCs, I guess, for Dark Blood. I'm, like, confused about that too. So anyway, this is the stuff I don't have. Obviously, I don't have the teddy bear card. Should have snagged that, though. That definitely is not going to be cheap anymore either. But, okay, let's get my Jungwon binder. So remember, guys, this is the little binder. So we don't have, like... We're going to need to fit everything in this binder. I think the miscellaneous cards will have to go in the TXT binder, but let's get my backboards. And then I'll just put in all of these, but yeah, I don't think I'll need all of these for him, but I said that for Jungkook, and then we, like, almost did need all of them, so. Is it better if they're gonna be, okay, no, these do fit. I'm trying to keep the standard with, like, because I already have all of his cards in these standard sleeves, so it would be better to not, you know, mess with that. But okay, while we're here, everyone, I've done this beforehand, but I did not have enough, sorry, there's so much stuff around me. I did not have enough white Post-its at the time prior to filming this video to, make fillers. So we're gonna do it now. So we will need, okay guys, we're committing to this for now. So let's see what it looks like. And of course I literally forgot what I was gonna say. So anyway, oh, I had a plan in my head, obviously, but since I didn't write it out on sticky notes, there's no way I'm gonna remember the plan, but that's okay. So we'll do I need all of his day one dusk cards, it looks like. So, because I think, like I said at the beginning, these were, like, so hard to collect. They were just so expensive. So I think maybe now it might be a little bit better, but I don't know, who knows. This template has the dusk ones at the beginning, but I'm gonna put them second because I like these, the, like, day ones more. Dawn and dusk, right, that's probably what it is. Okay, so yeah, these are, oh my god, oh, I can't believe how grown up he is. He looks so good right now at Coachella in his hair too. Like, oh my god, like, look at this little guy compared to our Coachella guy that we have now. Crazy. Okay, I kind of feel like I feel like this would be better with the, like, slim fit. But regardless, we are just committing to this right now. So we have, this is the second version. So I have all of his, like, selfie versions. And then I actually do have 2 of the 3 farther away versions. Again, I just don't obviously have the teddy bear one. So we need to re-sleeve these. Yeah, I'm so sad. Enhypen, I've seen Enhypen twice on tour. I saw them in 2020, was that 2022? No. Maybe it was 2023. I went to New York and saw them at Radio City, which was so fun. I met one of my like good friends there now, like in line, which was super fun. But what the heck? This template is so pixelated. I cannot read what this is. This is also not in order, actually. So hold on. We'll just put a filler there. I'm just not going to label it. And then we'll just put this lenti. We'll just put this lenti on the back. Because since it is Jungwon, I guess, technically we'll just keep him with his stuff. Okay, so next, anyway, what was I saying? Oh, I know. Okay, so what I'm going to do for Dimension Dilemma and then Dimension Answer is we have this and this. I think I'll do, because now what we have are 3 cards per era, because there are like 2 selfies, which like I literally, guys, don't even remember. I don't remember if the other selfie, is it like is it the essential version? Is that what that, right? I own an essential version. That's probably what that is. Ugh, that will be, let's see if I am able to collect that as well, guys. We're just gonna see, we're gonna see what happens. Because then we have Dimension Answer, and I already have 3. So, like, let's just do this for now. I guess technically I could find this 4th Polaroid, and then I could just, like, put on the back if I need to. But, okay, that's, like, cute, right? Cute? Okay. Okay, so then we get into Manifesto, which I was, like, bitter about this era because I did not like I've said so many times, there are such a weird amount of cards. So what am I going to do here? So we have, I think what I'm going to do is we have the selfie. I also have his like farther away card for this version. And like the engine version was, maybe what I'll do is I will, oh, it would be better if this was in the middle, but this is the one that has the paint splatter on it. You know? Ugh, but like that looks like more gross. Oh, I think it needs to be, let's just try. So I think what I'm gonna do is maybe collect, because my problem is I'm missing like one. Unless I'm missing the concept, like farther away version for this engine version. But then for the next concept, the problem is I'm missing the concept for the regular album, but then I have the concept for the engine version. So just like, but then the backs here are going to be like 2 have the paint splatters and 1 doesn't, you know? So it's just like, it's just not, it's just not really like, okay, honestly, that doesn't look that bad on the back because these 3, So I feel like maybe what I'll do is I'm just gonna not collect like the other concept version I'm missing, because at least I have both the selfies from this, which is the goal. And then, okay, then I'll collect like one of the concept versions for the last, sorry, I'm just changing my template here, for the last version. And then these are his 2 Weverse versions, which I collected because they were, to me, so much cuter than the farther away cards and those silly hat cards. So yes, let's do that. So I don't have anything from this 3rd version because, like I said, I was being bitter about it and I was getting stressed at the time about how many cards there were. So I just decided to minimize the collection, but let's see if Who knows if I can maybe find like a POB to go here, but if not, it's fine. Okay, that actually was not a great job, guys. We're doing good work here. That was not as scary as I thought, because luckily this doesn't look too bad, because it's like a 3 and a 3. So we're just gonna keep that for now. If it's ugly, I mean, you can tell me, but also kind of don't, because I don't want to change it now. Okay, so we're gonna move on to Dark Blood, which is obviously such a freaking iconic era. Literally, like, them doing Bite Me at Coachella, I was like, you guys are doing something here. Okay, I got interrupted by my client who called me, who had to cancel their appointment because his car battery died. So that's unfortunate for him, but that means I have more time to store these cards away. So anyway, on to Dark Blood. Yeah, I can't believe they did Dark Blood at Coachella. I was like, guys, this is a crazy move for you. I love it. But what we're going to do is I have his regular version of this first card. This is the concept version of this I am trading for. So I think I'm going to do, like, since there are now 2 PCs per version, we'll do them like this. So we have all the selfies we can put at the top, because I obviously have all the selfies. But yeah, anyway, I'm so sad I can't see Enhypen because I saw them on tour. Yes, in 2023 or 2. I literally can't remember when was their first tour. And then I saw them again the next year in New York as well. And that was like one of the best shows. I didn't even have the best seats, but that was truly one of the best shows that like I have ever seen. It was just iconic, you might say. Like, it was just amazing. So I'm really sad that I can't see them this time. I really wanted to, especially because I saw them performing at Coachella, and I was like texting my friend. I was like, oh my god, I really hope they go on tour this year. We gotta go. And then they announced the tour, and it's literally when I'm at the beach with my family, which is also like the week after KCON, the week of Extraordinary Heroes, the week like 2 weeks after AT. I don't know. It's just like everyone. We're doing too much right now. So anyway, what I think I'll do is we have all his like farther away photo cards to put away for this later if I acquire those. It'd be so sad if later we make another video and I'm coming back and just taking all these out because I realize I can't do it, but I am not a quitter, so we will try. And then his engine version, which there are 2 cards for, I guess. What is this card? What did I black out? Oh, it's his, wait, don't I have that card somewhere? Hold on. Oh my god, I literally think I gave that card away as a freebie. That's so sad. Because I used to have that engine version, like, concept card, but I don't anymore. But that's okay. I think I could find, like, a set. So let me, like, remove that crossed out from my template. Okay. So Dark Blood, like, technically Dark Blood, we could just consolidate these 2 pages, and I would not say it's a huge loss, but let's just see how it goes if we keep them. Okay, so moving on to Orange Blood, which then I started collecting everything for, except it looks like I don't have his weavers. So, yeah, but we do have these 2. We have that. Let's see how that looks. And then I guess, like, I could try to find the weavers. And if I can't find the weavers, then it's not going to be that big a deal because I could just, like, put this on the back and just call it a 6 pocket. But I will put a post-it for weavers. I also should put a post-it for, this was also, engine version. Okay. Cute. All right, moving on to the XO Romance Untold era, which is my favorite, at least one of my favorite eras, which is why I collected OT for the engine versions. So we'll need to figure out spots for those, but we do have all of the cards. So again, the like first set of like regular album versions can all go on their own page like this. I remember I pulled the set, I think it was these two cards, in my signed copies, which was, these are, let's put the like slightly more closer up ones first. That was such a slay pull because I usually am so unfortunate with pulling Jungwon. I always have to buy him because then I can obviously never find trades. I guess this is more of the selfie. But so glad I have. This was actually not very difficult to complete, which is good. So we do have that. The backs are kind of wacky, but I guess that's how they're supposed to be. So then we have, oh my god, this is gonna be perfect because then we have his engine, his engine version. And then we have his, like the Weverse, the one you get for everyone, plus his target card, then the other two Weavers. Now that fit perfectly. Hi, but can't you do that every time for us? Like, please. Okay, and then this is going to be perfect because then there are 6 other members. And okay, I actually have it. I have all the other members in this order, so let's just change it so I don't have to change everyone else. But it's going to be perfect because we'll have 3 full pages of everyone else. Okay, but everyone else obviously is going to go across like this because I have their 2 engine versions and just that OT Weaver set that I had for everyone because I had obviously everyone because I bought a few Weavers actually, but okay, so we have like the Hyung line, I guess. Oh my god, it's so weird. I never call it hyphen like Hyung line just because they're, to me, they're so like young, but they're getting, you know, they're like they're full-grown men now, guys. It's so wild. Not to sound like old, but they really are. Okay, and our last 2 members. Oh my god, this is so perfect. Oh my gosh, it looks so good. Okay, and then Daydream does have 9 cards, which, like, you know, in theory isn't like terrible, but it's just like, you know, I'll have 3 empty spots. I need to look up the order though, because when I organized them on my 9 pocket, they were not in the right order. So we have this, and then these can go on the back. This is the Weverse version. Okay. I think honestly what I'm gonna do, I'll show you guys after because it won't be exactly chronological, but it'll be close enough. So, or will it be? I'll show you. Okay, so we have that. Then we have our Weverse version, which I'm just gonna do the Polaroid in the middle. And then I did collect some of his cards from, oops, not that. From the OST release, which is like literally also one of the best albums ever created, this memorabilia album. This is like a POB. I'm not going to collect his like Kino. That seems like truly impossible, but let's just do that because then we can just put at the end here all of my like extra Jungwon cards. Oh, these are my extra Jake cards. Why did I put Jake here? Jake, go back over here. Okay, so we have like a few Japanese things. So I did collect a 3 set of this release because of the red hair. It was so cute. It was a moment, you know, so. And then I also collected 3 of this because I think I like pulled, I don't know why I acquired like one of those albums, but I think I pulled him in something. So then I was like, well, I will just collect 3. And then at the back here, yeah, just like random cards. Like we have some of these D-Icon cards, which I bought on the street outside of their concert in New York the second time I saw them. And then we have these 2, which used to be in the OT sets, but now I think the like 6 patterns would be better for the OT sets anyway. So we can just put, this isn't like in order, but it's fine. What came first? The season's greetings or the I think the merch was first. And then you know what? This is some confetti from their tour, so why don't I just put it here for now? Okay. Okay, and then we'll just take these out. We have some. I think I'm definitely going to put the OT sets in the TXT binder because this is like, you know, it'll get a little full, but I think it's cute for now. So here's what we have. Literally my only post-its I did. Then I got lazy. I'm going to have to look at my template on my computer when it's like more blown up. But anyway, so we have our first Border Day 1. We have Border Carnival, Dimension Dilemma, Dimension Answer. We have Manifesto, Dark Blood, Orange Blood, Romance Untold, all the other members, and then Daydream. And then we have extra stuff back here. Oh my god, it looks so cute. Okay, I'm so pleased. So pleased with that. So amazing. Let's go on to the TXT binder. Okay, last time in this binder for today. Because we gotta get now all of my Yeonjun cards out of here. Which again, I think it'll be kind of like Jungwon. Like I think some of these sets will be okay. But some of them will be more difficult. So we're gonna have to work with that a little, but let's see how it goes. I am so close to finishing Yeonjun, guys. I complain every video about his mini-sode tomorrow cards, but I have now secured everything except for the kit card for, that was mini-sode tomorrow, right? That had the kit card. I'm so annoyed. I should have bought it on Pokemarket when it was like $14, and now on Pokemarket it's like $30. And on Mercari Japan, it's not 30, but I think it was like 25 or something, which is just like, it's just kind of a lot. So I don't know. We'll do it eventually, but right now that's the only card I'm missing, which is super exciting. And we had all these nicely laid out. So let's see if we're going to be able to do it again. And obviously gum is going to be a weird 4 pattern, I guess, because, I mean, it was already a weird 4 pattern in here anyway, so I guess it's fine. I'm glad I'm getting all these white fillers back, though. And these are my miscellaneous TXT cards, so let's take all these out also. I have already tried to downsize these cards, and I just cannot, like, I cannot bring myself to get rid of any of these cards, so I guess we're keeping all of them for now. And then these, I don't collect, well, this sleeve is crazy. It's, like, all bent. What the heck? I don't collect these cards for Yeonjun, but I'm gonna treat these like bigger inclusions, I think, so we're just gonna leave them in here for now, and I'll get them later. So now we're finally done with this binder. Now the only stuff in here are their bigger inclusions. Okay, a green binder. Got a whole new pack in. I don't think Yeonjun has as many cards as Jungwon anyway, so, but I will have to put all the miscellaneous cards in here as well. So again, let's go ahead and start from the beginning. It's all fine and dandy because we have 3 cards per era for like a second. So that's nice. So our first, that I clearly didn't collect the IDs for the first like few albums, even if they were 9 pocket or like this standard pocket size. So that's just what I decided to do because I only completed this because I already had it. I pulled it once, so this is not the right order. I also don't collect those like other concept-y cards for him. I just try to collect mainly selfies. So also, is this weird? Should it be this way? I think that looks better. Okay. All right, then Yeah, because then we have like Fighter Escape plus this. This is like his target card or something. So I'm looking at my template, but it's like obviously grayed out because I have completed everything, but I think this is the order. You know, I guess we'll just do this. We'll just do this for now. Or I guess we could do like the 2 regular versions like this. Then the 2 like digipack versions like that. And then we'll just do this card in the middle. Okay, let's just call it, we'll just call it like that. That is, oh my god, the backs are perfect. I didn't even like notice the backs. Okay, this one we have 4 cards. So we're just gonna need to do a 4 pattern and we will just have to, deal with it. So we'll do these 2 just because they're the same. This is one of the, this is his like member version, but yeah, this is not in the right order, but should I change? I guess technically, actually, these 2, okay, these 2 go at the end then. Okay, that doesn't look terrible. So we have that. Okay, next, Sugar Rush Ride had 6 cards. That's amazing. So literally, what are the regular album cards? Album cards. Let's do this. Okay. Okay, nice. Oh boy, and then we have Free Fall, which we also have this Pob. Maybe that will help. Will that help me? Okay, let's see. Trying to look at my template. So the template we have like this version, this version, this version. Okay, it's not going to be the worst thing ever. This is what you get for changing your collection to a different size binder. But like, isn't this so cute? I just think this is like perfect for all these collections. Okay, and then how does the free fall work? Free fall? I feel like, yeah, there was, I knew it. There were 2 Weverse versions. I just have 1 of each. Oh my god. Do I want to collect the other Weverse version? It would literally complete this page. So maybe I'll change that template. But for now, let's do it like this. Because, like I said, I'm so close to finishing him. And why are TXT Weverse versions so expensive? So we might let's just think about that. We'll think about it. Okay, Yeonjun, we'll think about it. Okay. So next, Miniso Tomorrow, which I now do have some more progress on, which is good. But I have this one on the way. Finally got this card recently. This card I've had for a while. It's so crazy. Like, this card is usually priced at like $5 to $6. This card is priced at like $20. And then I finally found it on Mercari US for not $20, which is very exciting, obviously. But I have a Pob. I have the light version. And then we have, whoops, both his Weverse, which I will be getting in the mail soon. So I think we're just gonna have to do this. And then we'll have our like 4 pattern again of the Weverse. So I guess, yeah, I collected both Weverse for this version. Maybe now it won't be as bad because the pricing of these was dropping a little bit when I was finally able to buy them. So maybe I can get the other ones. Okay, and then we have our most recent era. Oh, it's because the Kino is also technically the Kino could go here. I'm still gonna say that I will get the Kino. It's just like so expensive. I know, like, it kind of is justified because I get Kinos are expensive and people overprice the cards, so that's just how it is for all groups. But okay, so for this version, I'm not collecting any of his like ID things except for this one. However, let's see if I need to change my mind because, but so I have his Knight card. We have the Savior card and the Lover card. And then, like, we have this card, the cassette card I bought recently. I could collect this. Is it for this version? This for, like, the ID for this. Like, I could collect that. I feel like that, I have Subins already. Not that matters, because I don't think anyone would be trading for this anymore. But maybe I'd collect the ID because I bought the cassette. So let's just say, yeah, because I said if it helped the binder, then maybe I would collect it. So we have that. And then we have like his, I don't know what these were called anymore, the Angel version and the merch version. And then we have all his weavers. So I feel like we could do, you know, like that kind of vibe. The weavers cards don't connect on the back like the other like sets did, so I don't know if it really matters if they're next to each other. That's like kind of cute. Okay, we'll keep that. Oh shit. Oh, wait. Oh my god. No. Wait. Because I forgot I had these 3 cards. These are all Pobs. All these are Pobs. Oh my god. Okay, wait. The cassette one kind of goes with, we're not collecting the ID anymore. Sorry, ID. This is like, I forget what Pob this was. I think I bought this first thinking it was something that I needed, and then I realized it wasn't. The cassette card is kind of this vibe, if I remember correctly. So what we're gonna do then is, because we all have all of his 4 gum cards, so I think we'll just do it how I just did this page. Too bad, like this one, he does not have the red hair. Is it gonna look so bad on this page? I mean, like, it's not the best. I won't lie, it's not the best. But like, in order to not, you know, like, need more pages. Okay, let's just do that. Anyway, whatever, it's fine. Okay, so now we have the back here, which we're gonna put all of our miscellaneous TXT and enha cards. So let me just organize the enha cards again. Okay, so I'm gonna time lapse this again because we're gonna need to I'm gonna double side these again. Okay, so this is all of our miscellaneous TXT cards. Okay, cute. And then we will do the same for enhypen back here. All right, everyone, done with this binder. Okay, so let's look at Yeonjun. Let's check out how he's looking. Okay, so obviously some of these arrows, we just need to deal with how many cards there are. We'll think about these Weverses. These I have all secured, which is good. So is this. We have our kind of miscellaneous page, but that's okay. And then back here, we have all of our extra TXT cards. And then also all of our extra and hyphen cards. And my extra Jakes on the back. Okay, oh my gosh, perfect. And there is still a good amount of room in this binder, which is so exciting. All right, everyone, that is it for the Hybe groups. So what we're going to do is my miscellaneous boy and girl group binders. I'm going to show you guys, I tested something out, which is why the girl groups are in here right now. We're just going to transfer them to their own binder, but I wanted to sleeve all of them and see what I thought. And I decided to put all of them in pink sleeves, which is really cute. But I have all of my girl group cards in here. You just switch them into this binder. Okay, so that obviously didn't take very long. This is basically full now, but I'm trying to minimize my miscellaneous PCs that I have. So I actually did, that's what it's looking like. I did downsize some of my cards, and I'll put a photo on the screen right here of the cards that I downsized. So definitely go to my trade sale Instagram if you're interested in any of these cards. I also have a few girl group albums I have up for sale as well. So yeah, definitely let me know. But I have this organized by soloists and then groups. And I tried to keep it so the groups stayed on their, you know, respective like 4-pocket pages. And then we do obviously have some room to grow, but we also are trying to be mindful. So we will see. Like I do want to get NMIX's new album, so I have room for like one more card for that. You know, things like that. Same with Stacy. So, and then all of our like really miscellaneous cards all the way at the back here, which actually perfectly ends on this page, but beautiful. Okay, for now, that's it for the miscellaneous girls. And then just for today, guys, well, for a little while, but I just emptied this binder. This is the binder I just put my AT's like merch and non-album stuff in, but I need a spot for my miscellaneous boy groups, and that was the only binder I didn't buy. And I was looking around and I was like, okay, listen, my AT's Japanese PCs are in a composition book still, so it wouldn't be that weird for right now. And this section, like, I'll grow it a little bit, but it's not going to be growing as much as the pobs and stuff. So right now, AT's is back in one of these. Throwback to, like, 2022 when I had them in those binders. But this now for the miscellaneous boy groups. So now we have, in the second it took me to collect all these cards, I cut my hand. So I have a Band-Aid on it now. But, yeah, so we have piles of my miscellaneous boy group photo cards here. Hopefully we don't mess these up because I think like perfectly stacked these. But we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna do all of my miscellaneous like male soloist solo cards towards the front of the binder. And then we start to go alphabetical by boy group. And then at the very end, there's like miscellaneous. So yeah, there's like a method to the madness, but it is all kind of madness at the end of the day. So I'm just putting those cards out of the way for now. Okay, so here we have, starting off with our first page, I did decide to color sleeve, as you can see, black sleeve these cards, just like the girl groups are pink sleeved. since this is in a black binder. So let's see how I like it. I'm testing out, as you guys will, oh my god, I like can't do this with one hand, hello. As you guys will see throughout this whole series, I'm trying out some new colored sleeves. So we're gonna see how I like it. I've never done stuff like that before. And I used to see people doing that and I was like, I don't know if that's really for me, but I feel like let's just try and see how it goes. So we're starting off with my enha cards, and then we go, this is like not really a rhyme or reason, it just kind of, I don't know. Yeah, there's no rhyme or reason, to be honest, for this front section. But then we go into Usung, and then Rie, and then Beko, and then we have some BM cards. These are cards that I got when I saw him on tour, which, by the way, is so random, but the concert I saw One We at was the same venue that I saw BM at, which is just like so funny just because those two acts are like, they could not be more different from each other. But yeah, they were at the same venue. It's a totally different vibe, but still fun. Okay, so now we have my Jungkook and my Eric Nam cards, and then with Eric we're just going to put my Changmin pull from my TVXQ album that I have, my Suho pull from my EXO album, and then also my Mino from Shiny. I bought his like solo album. Then we'll leave a spot there, and then we're going to move on to Do. So Do, I have a card from each of his releases. So he's on his own page because he at least has like a few for him. And then on the back, I'm going to put Key. Right now I have exactly 4 cards for Key. So I guess if I needed to, I could like shift these over, but for now we'll keep it like this because then we're going to go into Taemin's. This will be like my shiny spread almost. So these are just like basically albums that I've bought from Taemin. I've kind of bought like one of his, each of his releases for like a little while. So, and then on the back, we have his 2 Polaroids, which are from the most recent album because I bought like the film version. Next page, we're going to do Baekhyun because again, I have, besides City Lights, I don't own City Lights. I kind of want to own that physical album. I think I'd like buy it. Well, obviously I'd buy it used or resale because it's obviously not in print anymore. But I do really love his music, and I have like a PC and an album of his from everything except for that. Yeah, but that's Beko and oh my god, Baekhyun. And then I decided to put my like Astro like subunit / solo things here. So we do have my pulls from my 2 Astro albums that I have. And then we have one more pull, this Moonbin Polaroid, which I'm so glad to have. And then also perfectly, Chanu's solo album. So that will, oh my gosh, he just slid out of that popcorn sleeve. So that will perfectly finish off this like little like Astro solo section. We have a few other Astro cards, but we'll see them later. So, okay, that's it for the soloists. Oh no, just kidding. No, I forgot I have my iKON solo cards up here. So next we have all my soloists from iKON besides BI, because he is in his own, he's in like another binder, but this is just like guys, I guess, who are still in iKON who've released solo stuff, which at this point is like basically everyone. I actually don't have June's album, although I thought it was good, and I really liked the song that featured Bobby on that, Painful. That was really good. And then I so regret not buying this, but Jinhwan, who's my bias in iKON, released like an LP before he went to the military, which like, when is he getting out of the military? Actually, great question. It feels like that guy has been in the military for like 5 years. Like, when is he? Please, can we get him out of there? But he released an LP. I never bought it because I like, at the time I didn't have as much, I wasn't making as much money, so I didn't have time to spend. Also, it was like an LP. I was like, why not a regular release? Like, the LP is expensive. It might be sold out now. But anyway, I might like to get that eventually. And then I have a card representing every Bobby album that I own. So that's it for the male soloist. Now we're going into, this is going to be by group now, like groups that I have a bunch of albums for. So we're starting off with day 6. This at least will be in alphabetical order. So I own the Shoot Me album, and then I own all of the Book of, you know, series, like that one. And then I also own the most recent 2, the ones they did like post military, I guess. So these are just my pulls. So usually they kind of do like a group card and a selfie, or like a unit card and a selfie, it seems. So we do have some variety in the pulls though. And then wand pill will have to go on the back, but that's okay. And then we're going to do regular icon, because I own a lot of, yeah, literally this whole stack is icon. They could be their own like A5 binder, but that's not really necessary, but they like literally could. I own like a copy, at least one copy of every single one of their albums. Some I own like 2 copies. I think this is in alphabetical, or rather release order, but if it's not, it's fine. It's like very close. My one BI card that I do have from like an icon release, which is crazy. I've always debated, like, should I back collect BI's icon cards? And then I think that is like the worst idea I've ever had. Just because that would be so hard. So no, we are just sticking with our icon pulls and our BI collecting just solo, because that's like easier. Also, they finally did selfies. Like, obviously this is a selfie, but they finally did like real good selfies, obviously in the eras that BI sadly was like not in the group. So they do a lot of like concept cards. YG loves a concept card. But I own both versions of this album, so I have a lot of cards from this, because you get like a lot of cards, even though not a lot of them are selfies. Like, you get a selfie per version, I think, which is what these are. And then you get like a bunch of concept cards. But then Takeoff, yeah, they started doing some cute cards. I actually have a bunch, I have at least a few cards for most of the members. I don't think I have them for like everyone, but at least I have these 2 Jungwon selfies. That's really cute. And then, yeah, they did these weird cards. I don't know, it's all I can describe them as, just like weird cards. Yeah, I do have everyone. Nice. Okay. Actually, I don't have Yeonjun. Just kidding. Whatever. Okay, anyway. So next, moving on to Rise is next alphabetically. So I just have 5 cards, because I just like actually pulled this Sohee card, and then I think I pulled, I think like all these are Pobs / like SM minis where I joined a go, like this one, so I knew I was gonna get him. So we'll just put that lucky card in the back. I don't think we're gonna get any more Rise cards, so that'll just have to stay. SF9 is another group that I have like, yeah, like a lot of cards for. But anyway, yes, I have almost all of their albums. I do want to get is it Burning Sensation? I do want to get the RPM one, and then I think it's Burning Sensation. I can't remember. Then I would own all the albums, except for Mamma Mia, which I've talked about in other videos. I wouldn't own that album, but all the other ones, I think I have to buy used, but like I'm so close to finishing at least collecting 1 album per release. I feel like I should just go on Mercari US and just like find one, which is how I found a first collection one on there that was signed by Huyoung. So I actually have a few Huyoung signed things, because I have a Huyoung signed first collection, and then I also have a Huyoung signed that I got from Hello 82 or M-Wave. I can't remember which one. So that's cool. And then I think my other signed thing, I think I never figured out who it was, but it kind of looked like Chani. Anyway, fun. I still have to get there. I actually asked my Gom ordered me a signed M-Wave because M-Wave is, first of all, it's annoying because the shipping is like double the price of like what the actual album costs. Like the album is like $30 and the shipping is like $60. But they also don't ship to DC. M-Wave has this like fault in their system where they don't list DC as a state, so I can never order anything from them. And usually, sometimes I just send it to my parents. But this time I just decided to ask my Gom. Okay, I'm doing well so far with like how many pages I thought we were gonna have. Yeah, I asked my Gom to order me an OT signed M-Wave album, which is really exciting for SF9's recent album because I love that album so much. Oh my god, there are such good bangers on that. Oh, next we have Treasure. I was literally like dropping this treasure. It's not a collection, but like I put all these up for sale, and then I saw, I didn't personally see them on tour, but my friends went and I saw videos and stuff, and I was like, you know what, actually, I think I do want to keep my treasure cards. I really do love their music a lot, so. Okay, and then at the back, this is our miscellaneous. We are going to do this in some semblance of order, though. So I have my random B2B cards. We're going to go in, like, gen order. So we have, like, my older gen groups here because they deserve to be at the front. So we have B2B. Then I bought a 2 p.m. album, that Must album. So I have that. And then I also bought the recent, like, it's like BIP without them calling themselves BIP, Curtain Call. I bought that at the end of the year. So those also deserve to be at the front. Next, we're going to do my Pulls from the Roses album Duel, which I actually have a PC from every member, which is really fun. And then I'm going to put Epic High on here. I guess they should be, like, first low-key, but I just, like, associate them with, like, the Rose because they're all friends. So we'll put those there. Then we'll just leave that empty. Next, we're going to do, like, I don't know, is it like third gen? We have Victon. And then I also have some Astro. These are my other Astro cards. We're going to put this Rocky Pop that I got for free once on the back. And then we're getting into, like, the most recent gen, I guess. So we have some Zykers cards, some Just Be cards. We have Tuas. We have our not yet debuted Beat Interactive group. So we have those cards. And then during KCON, I bought some Diamond albums because I wanted to support them because they're such like a small like Nugu group, you know? All these other groups that are getting back here are all Nugu. These are like my Nugu people. Not Tuas. I don't think Tuas is really Nugu, but then we have VAV. Definitely Nugu. Where's the other VAV card? Oh, hold on. We're going to do the Wind first. The Wind is definitely Nugu. I have these cards because I bought this. I've mentioned this story on my channel before, but I bought The Wind album that was signed from M-Wave because my best friend Rachel and I thought that it was a B2B signed album, so we bought it because we love B2B, and it wasn't. It was The Wind, and so I now just own like a signed The Wind album, which is hilarious. So now we have VIV. I loved this album. And then at the back, they're not Nugu, but we have the Super M card. And then at the very, very back, we have my pulls from my Shax album. Remember Shax, guys? I always laugh when I remember Shax. So these are my pulls from that Shax album. Did not pull Jungkook, but that's okay. Awesome. Okay. All right, everyone. Let's do she's kind of full, but we're trying not to collect a lot of miscellaneous cards, so let's see if this stays in here. So we have at the front, male soloists. Then we have, like, SM men, I guess. Yeah, because then Baekhyun's there. Then we have, like, Unit Astro. We have icon solo PCs. Then we get into day 6. Then we have regular icon. Then we have Rise, SF9, Treasure, and then Extra Miscellaneous by Jen. Kind of. Loosely, but you know. Awesome. All right, everyone. That is it for this first part of this reorganizing series. I believe I'm going to do 4 parts. So next week or next video, we're going to be doing ATs twice and my male soloists that I actually collect. So stay tuned for that. I will hopefully see you guys in that video. And if not, I'll see you in a video before that. It might be a collective haul. I'm not sure. But I'll see you guys very soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.